Why do you think he has a following when a lot of people would think that the ideas are completely out of this world?
What research have you done on that?
I'm just trying to just get this question from
nothing. And you make
Dr.
statements like that. That's nonsense.
Well, I think the nonsense is in the other side, but that aside, your question was why do people believe it? Well, I think people like to enchant themselves, and this is classic mystery mongering. People want there to be grand conspiracies, and they want the world to be an even more mysterious place than it is, and they want simplistic, pat answers for why they're not happy, why the world isn't the wonderful place they think it should be, and that is more satisfactory.
Professor,
just a minute, let me finish. That's more satisfactory psychologically than the sort of thing that science and decent scholarship will say.
Well, let's get Mr. Eck to respond to that.
Professor, did you major in patronizing the people of British Columbia? Because you really ought to have done. Tell me about... Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Let's stick with your silly ideas, not the people that believe them.
Okay.
Let's talk about, first of all, why Jewish groups are calling you anti-Semitic.
Because I'm getting too close to the truth. When you get too close to the truth, they can assassinate you, or they can assassinate your character. In my case, they've chosen the latter.
How would you respond to that, Dr. Beierstein?
Don't get into these convoluted and paranoid fantasies that people are trying to shut you up. I mean, and what are you doing? You're on one of the biggest media outlets in Vancouver right now. That's hardly shutting you up.
I've actually had 2 major interviews on radio pulled this week by the owners of the network. I've had book signings cancelled because of attacks on my character. You want to read the papers a bit more, mate?
I'm telling you, we're living in a science fiction horror show. You know why a lot of the public can't get upset by telescreens going in and their kids being trained to spy on them? And in Pennsylvania, the government comes out and says, we're watching you through the government laptops we give your kids in their beds, in their showers. They told on themselves. It's a psych warfare test. It doesn't matter how many scientists I have on, how many top doctors. I know there's a percentage of people out there laughing when I tell them that sodium fluoride in the water at 1 part per million more than doubles bone cancer in men and women. It more than quadruples it in young boys. And that's just one little micron. And I know the cops are laughing. They like it. Because they got a uniform, they got a monkey suit, they're on a power trip, I'm trying to save them, but you think cops are bad. They're angels compared to the general public. I'm going to say this right now. You have over 100 IQ, you can't be a cop. That's admitted, there's been lawsuits over it. They don't want people that can think too much. But you think they're bad. They at least have to follow some of the Constitution for now. They are hiring every control freak goon who couldn't get a job in the real world to literally run around spying on everyone. And the big backstory is, oh, turban men stop them. And then when you actually go to the training, we have the video of the training manuals. I've got it from every angle of law enforcement who are awake and know what's happening. Every angle. It's 5 minutes on Al-Qaeda. It's 6 months on spy on your neighbor. Are they criticizing the government? Are they spanking their kids?
Give me my marker. Let me know where I'll stop. Is this the place? Or here? Surely this is it? The edge, isn't it? Surely. Tell me when I've touched the bone.
I rely on this. I rely on the fact that I am wearing a costume, a fancy dress costume, right? And you've got the audacity to say to me that you suspect me of causing a breach of the peace. You're having a laugh. Make sure that all goes down, you plum. You're having a laugh, you are. Oh, let's go. Let's go. You're having a laugh as well. You're a mug.
You'll have your time.
You're having a laugh, you are.
You'll have your time to make your...
You're seriously having a laugh. I'll tell you what, I've met some muppets in my time. I'll tell you what, you think they're not. I'm wearing a costume, a fancy dress costume.
No, I have nothing to hide.
If the bubble touches me, I'm going to be arrested for assault. Do you understand me?
Bubbles?
Yes, that's right.
You deserve it?
It's a deliberate act on your behalf. I'm going to arrest you. Do you understand me? Right, you're going to be in handcuffs. All right? You either knock it off with the bubble. You touch me with that bubble, you're going into custody. Right?
I'm putting it away.
Right, thank you.
But I would also like to know...
You want to bait the police. You blow that on me or that other officer, and it gets in her eyes. It's a detergent. You'll be going into custody.
I understand.
Do we understand each other?
I do. I would
And put it away.
I am doing that at this moment.
Right.
I would really appreciate
Discussion's over.
if we could treat me with a bit of respect.
I just did. I just did. You got what you deserve. You got my respect. Right?
I don't feel very respected. I'm just
That's terrible.
trying to keep you happy.
My heart bleeds.
Mine too.
Right?
I'm here.
Put it away.
Right. Your attitude. Knock it off. For $1 billion, they could have got someone with a better attitude.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
She hasn't done anything, and you can talk to her in a very polite way.
I was
try
trying.
it.
It's called professional.
Excuse me? Get back! Get back! I'm back. Get on here! Back up! Back up! Back up! Yeah. You haven't opened up your bag, so take off. In Canada, that's something. Yeah, this ain't Canada right now.
Oh! This is in Canada right now?
No, where are we?
Wow.
No. That's right.
You're in G20. That's not bad.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Everybody's in the wheelchair! Hey, get back! You're just tipping over this!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Sit up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67. I know it goes to Louisville and Atlanta.
I'm not going to take this anymore. Then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Who are you talking to, Herb?
CGG, Atlanta.
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Herb?
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Ted?
But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
They're yelling in Baton Rouge.
Get up out of your...
Son of a bitch! We struck the mother lode!
Stick your head out of the window, open it, and stick your head out and keep yelling and yell, I'm as mad as hell, I'm not going to take this anymore. Just get up from your chairs right now. Go to
Where are you going? I don't want to see anybody's yelling.
Open it and stick your head out and yell and keep yelling.
I'm mad as hell! I'm not gonna take it anymore! I'm not gonna take it
Comply! No! No, no! Not if it's enslaving me and my children and imposing on my freedom. Comply! Leave your home now it's foreclosed. No! 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 Let's follow this through, shall we? Millions of people in the world are losing their homes, being foreclosed, and ending up homeless. Let's follow this through. Why have you lost your home, my friend? Because I can't pay me mortgage. Why can't you pay your mortgage? Because I lost my job. Why did you lose your job? Because the great banking collapse, they can't get this, they can't get my company went bust. And who's taking your home away and saying you've got to leave? The banks that caused the frickin' problem, and we are leaving? What are we doing? What are we doing? No, we won't leave when the banks have caused the problem and now they're telling us to leave to take the assets. No, we won't. And people who are not being foreclosed need to support those that are. We're all in this together. Compulsory vaccinations. No, no, no. You must do what we say. We have changed the law. Not if you are imposing on my freedom and my rights to be a free citizen with a free voice. No, no, no. What are they going to do? They come out of Downing Street, whether it's Clegg and his mate bloody Cameron or it's bloody Obama or whoever it is in America, and they say, we've had a discussion and this is what we're going to do. What if vast numbers of people say, well, we ain't doing it? They have no power whatsoever. Their power comes in our acquiescence. Oh, but you can't defy the law. Okay, let's follow this through, shall we? By the way, while I'm talking, put your arms out and I'll put the handcuffs on, because that's what you're telling me. What you're telling me is this. We have no say in laws that are passed. And then we have to obey those laws. Well, okay, forget freedom then. Okay, what if they passed a law that says we take your children away? Would you obey it? Well, no. So there is a line then. There is a line. It's just where is that line? And if a law does not respect human freedom. It does not respect human justice. It doesn't respect fair play. We should not be acquiescing to those laws. We should be refusing to acquiesce.